Addiction is one of those hidden diseases. And by what I mean by that is that you can't hear it, you can't see it, you can't smell it. We know that about 3% of the population to 5% of the population has a problem with gambling. There's approximately 1.8 million people in the state of Virginia that are impacted by problem gambling. The gambler themselves, plus the family member, the friends, the employer, etc. And oftentimes problem gamblers, they think that there's something inherently wrong with them because they cannot control the gambling. So there's financial problems, there's legal problems, and the shame and the guilt. How are you going to pay this? How are you going to do this? What did you do to your kids? So shame and guilt are extremely high, and the depression is extremely high. There was a study out of Chicago University. They did an autopsy, if you will, on people who had death by suicide. And what they found is the 75 people, and they determined that they had unmanageable debt, they've been treated for substance use disorder, they've been treated for depression, they've been treated for anxiety, but none of them have been treated for problem gambling. You see, the questions aren't asked. And there's another reason why the death by suicide is so high, because you may be getting treated for depression, but your depression isn't going to be reduced if the gambling isn't addressed. The only thing that allows for the person to have any kind of pleasure is to gamble, because the neurochemicals in the brain becomes adjusted to the anticipation of the win. Probably the best is the 1-800 helpline. It's 1-800-GAMBLER is probably the best way to put it. And it's associated with VCU, and they have counselors especially trained, peer supporters especially trained in problem gambling. And they're able then to connect the person to not only to the peer support, but to people who are clinicians to help work on other issues. There's help, and as a result of that, there's hope, and that they're not inherently bad people. They're good people with a horrible disease. There's lots of people that understand, there's lots of people that support, and there's going to be people that don't, but there's a lot more people that are willing to.